Hi, Madbronco here. Behind me is today's load. The truck I'll be driving is a Peterbilt, and the load is 23 tonnes of portable toilets. We will be driving from Parry Sound to Iroquois Falls, so please join me and let's get trucking. Right, okay, good morning, thank you for joining me. As you can see, I'm in the truck already, getting ready to leave, and you've seen the truck and the trailer in the intro. Well, not much to say about the load today. Bit of a crappy job. So anyway, on that bad joke, I think we'll get the engine started. Check the mirrors. Would look pretty good. Just a standard open back trailer, so no issues there. Obviously, as you can see, it's dark out again. And that's because, well, it's just after 2 in the morning, so a really early start today. So I think we'll get going. Obviously, as you can see, it's not snowing again, so that's good, even though there is obviously snow on the ground and frost and stuff. So I think we're going to have a little bit of fun possibly getting out of this yard. As you can see, it's kind of a bit of an industrial gravel processing plant place. So a lot of these roads are kind of not roads, it's all just kind of heavily compacted soil and stuff, obviously with snow on the top, so it's quite soft underneath. So it's not the easiest of places to get out of. We came out of a place like this the other day, well, a few loads ago. Right, I think we need to keep over here. It's a bit of a funny place this. I think this goes gravel, concrete, tarmac here. So that was okay. It's not the heaviest of loads. Well, it's quite heavy considering what they are. I think it's about 23 tonnes. Obviously they're portable toilets. Right, let's try and get, I don't know what it is for these places, they always put a weighbridge after a turn. So you've got to try and get straightened up to get across the weighbridge. Right, so that's that, cool, let's get out. Hopefully the traffic won't be too bad. In actual fact, it should be pretty good this time of the morning. Oh, that's nice. I don't want to catch a load of red lights, do I? Want to get going. So obviously I'm pulling out of Parry Sound, where I delivered to yesterday. Obviously yesterday's load and trip was a pretty short one. I got here, what, about 10 in the morning. All the time I got delivered and all the paperwork sorted, it was about 10. So that was a bit of a weird one. So I spent all day Parry Sound yesterday. Obviously I didn't spend all night here. I did have a room, so I had a little bit of a look round and stuff, and obviously had a sleep up until the point I needed to get across town to get out to pick up this load. So that's why we're leaving at 2 in the morning. You know, I decided to take this load as it's about a 10-hour trip. It gets me to this Iroquois Falls probably about lunchtime tomorrow. So kind of puts me back on sort of track for normal days, as it were. So I decided to take this load. Obviously gives us an opportunity to do some night driving. Oh, just got that, I think. this trip it'll probably be kind of 50-50, half night driving, half daylight driving. Like I say, we should get there by sort of lunchtime. So it makes for something a little bit different. So that's us out of Parry Sound. That was pretty painless. A few vehicles about. Let's put the old high beams on so we can see where we're going. So yeah. So like I say, yeah, we're driving north to a place called Iroquois Falls. It's about 10 odd hours on the ETA. So obviously I've looked at the map. I need to find myself a rest stop so we can have a break about halfway. Gonna let me out? Make up your mind. Chasing up behind me. Oh, it's all going on here, isn't it? So yes, I've had a look at the map. Found myself a rest stop about halfway-ish. So we'll be heading there for a break. Probably be about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And then obviously we can get on up to Iroquois Falls, be there by about lunchtime, and then that's me done. Back on to sort of a normal, have an afternoon and evening in the place I deliver to. So yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. Obviously it's Tuesday today, still pretty early in the week. Two kind of completely opposite loads. The little short one yesterday. Obviously a full day today, a full work day of driving. Obviously the roads are pretty quiet, as you can see, which is nice, so we can get on. No snow, which is good. I think it's forecast to snow. And I was a bit worried that it might actually be snowing, because I'm sure that would be pretty fun at night. Well, maybe it should have been snowing, might have made for better viewing. But I was kind of glad in a way that it wasn't. That's pretty quiet at the moment. So yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at the moment. So I hope everybody's alright today. And I'm sure most people are still in bed. Well, some people are still in bed, some people are up. Depends on which part of the world you're in, I suppose. Well, it's a bit up and down on this route. It's kind of cross country, just a normal 2-lane road at the moment. So a bit up and down. Luckily we're not too heavy. So we're about 23 tonnes, so yeah, fair weight. Wow, it is quiet. I haven't seen a car for I don't think there's anybody behind me. I shouldn't really complain, should I? quickly so we can get on. Haven't got anything holding us up. So anyway, I've kind of got some news today, and that is that this week's going to be my last week in the US before I go back to the UK for the holidays, have a break, see my family and stuff. So I will be rounding out this week on Friday, and then I will be doing one last driving experience at the weekend, and then next week I'll be flying back to the UK. So I'll be doing these last couple of jobs this week, and then obviously I'm going to have a well-deserved break, and then I am definitely going to be doing some driving in the UK and Europe. If you was with me the other day, I was talking about a few things I was working on, looking into while I'm back in the UK, a few opportunities that are kind of coming up, and it would be a bit, well, it looks like we're going off here, and it would be a bit silly to kind of go back to the UK. Oh, it's 2 lanes and then a steady, a little bit slippery on the ground. It's nice. Oh, and now a slip road, but obviously we're going up it today. I've still got my high beams on. Oops, sorry drive. Yeah, it would be a bit silly to go back to the UK and then come back to the States. How are we doing? Well, this is pretty quiet as well. To then go back to the UK to do some jobs. So I've decided to take a little break from US trucking while I'm back in the UK, do a few things in the UK and Europe, and I do want to come back out to the States. I haven't finished driving kind of where I, what I wanted to drive. I wanted to obviously drive all of Canada. A little bit more traffic now, well, on the other side there. Yeah, I wanted to finish driving across Canada, and I still wanted to do Mexico, so I would obviously use the West Coast, which we have kind of done already, but I mean there's obviously jobs coming up all the time. Use the West Coast down through California again as a bit of a stepping stone to get ourselves to Mexico, and then do Mexico. But like I say, for the time being, I'm going to do some stuff back in Europe. Quite excited, quite looking forward to it. It's something a little bit different. I don't want to say too much at the moment. I mean, it is pretty much a done deal, but obviously I don't want to jinx it, and also I want to leave some sort of surprise for future videos. But it's something a little bit special, a little bit different. That's all I'm prepared to say at the moment. So obviously that'll be content coming out in a little while, and then I should do that for a little while. I'm not quite sure how long it's going to last, and then probably come back out to the States unless something else comes up. in Europe. We'll see. Whoa, 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 whoa. You quite often get that, don't you? You get a slow drag up the hill and then you get a roller coaster down the other side. A little bit more traffic now, as you can see. Ooh. Not sure why we've got something going so slow in front of us. Gonna let me out, buddy? Oh, it's because it's an oversize, even though he's empty, is he not? Oh, and a police car in front, say no more. Couldn't see the police car in front. Oh no, we need to go off here. I'm struggling to get past this police car. I'll get back over as soon as. Well, what do we need to do up here? I can see a junction coming up. Oh, wait a minute. Do I need to be? Whoa, come on. Oh. Thanks for that. Now nobody's going to let me across. Oh, the police car's going to let me across, thank you. That blooming car. That was not very helpful, was it? For once, a police car was relatively helpful. Sure, that was nearly a bit of a disaster. Looked like he was going to let me across, and then blooming comes burning up the inside as I'm kind of changing lanes. Yeah, thanks, buddy. With a queue of cars behind him, so I can't get across. Sure. Anyway. Like I say, a helpful policeman for once. So yeah, so oh, I've lost my train of thought now. It's kind of thrown me a bit. So that's what I was saying, wasn't it, about going back to the UK, doing some jobs in the UK, and then we'll see what happens from there. I mean, I may stay back in the UK for longer. I don't know, but obviously I would like to get back out here, carry on, finish off what I plan to do. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, good times ahead. Plenty of work lined up. Right, well, it can't be that much further to this rest stop. I mean, obviously it's pretty much day's breaking now. Can't be that much further. I'm sure after that junction that we've just come through, this stretch of road, it's up along here somewhere. I did kind of put a marker to kind of remind me on the sat nav. I need a break after my pretty much disastrous junction we just went through. I have to say again, thank you to the police car that did actually help me out to get across. But did I not indicate in plenty of time and start to move across because there was space, and then that car comes burning up the inside and then traps me out on the outside, on the inside lane. Oh well, not to worry. Disaster averted, we didn't hit anything. Yeah, so I'm pretty much ready for a break. Get some breakfast and a coffee, I think. A bit more traffic now, as you can see. Now day's broken. No sunrise, unfortunately. Oh, I think this could be it. Oh, coming up. This could well be it. Shouldn't have any issues getting in here, because obviously we're in the right lane. How are we doing for fuel? As it's obviously a petrol station. I think we're pretty good. I suppose we should go round in the proper place. Might actually go around the other side. A little bit of space. And then I haven't got so far to walk to the petrol station to get myself a coffee. Right, this looks like a nice that'll do. So have a break. Where are we at? Oh, 7:30. Took me longer to get it than I thought. I thought we was doing quite well. Anyway, I'll see you in a little while. Bye. I have just taken my break as we are about 4.5 hours into the journey today. Always a welcome relief to stretch my legs, have a wee and grab something to eat. Anyway, we are making good time today so far, and I've had my break, so let's get back on the road. Right, okay, I've had my break. I'm back in the truck, as you can see. Well needed break after the first part of the journey. Had some nice coffee. Anyway, time to get back on the road. As you can see, it's turned into quite a nice day now. Not quite sure what's happened with the snow that's been forecast for today, but I can't really complain about this weather. The sun's come out. So we get out of this parking spot. And get back out on the road. As you can see, there's quite a bit of traffic now. It's coming up for about 8:30 in the morning. So it's kind of a little bit further than what I anticipated this rest stop. It's kind of over halfway. As you can see, quite a nice scene today with the snow up on the sides of the freeway. Oh, that's a big old setup there. Big old load. Right, let's get back out on this road. See if the traffic's going to behave this time. Yeah, like I say, I'm not quite sure what's happening with this snow. Looks like probably just like to start snowing in a minute. Quite a nice day now. Obviously, this is the daylight part of the drive today. Like I said, it was going to be 50-50. Half in the dark, half in daylight. So we've got about 3.5, 4 hours on the ETA left today. So we should be there by about lunchtime. No big hurry, I've got all day to get there, so just take it steady. Get back up to a decent cruising speed and then hit the old cruise control. That'll do. What's that? Did I just see something? Yeah, I thought I saw something on the windscreen. Wow, there's our snow that's been forecast. Let's get the wipers on. That just shows again how quickly the weather can change up here. It was quite nice when I got in the truck just now. Already the sun's gone and look, it's started to snow. Wow. Then I suppose what would you expect in Canada in the winter? Oh wow, the weather forecast has come true. We have our snow. So I'm going to predict that we've probably got snow for the rest of the trip now. I think we've had pretty much everything on this trip. Driving in the dark, unhelpful drivers, snow, a bit of sunshine. Quite a bit of traffic now, as you can see. Now we're into the day. It's a bit slow up ahead of us. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. As we're coming uphill, it's not very helpful, is it? See a truck. Lots of things are pulling out. Do I overtake? Do I stay where I am? Go for it. Got a couple of trucks. Just look for that police car. There it is at the front of the queue. Two. Is there two? Is that another police car going relatively slow? Looks like it. Get past him as well. Wow. Driving in pairs now. That's negotiated that. This is not us, this junction, so carry on. This one delivered. Feeling pretty tired at the moment. Obviously I've been up since what, about 1:30 this morning. did have a bit of a sleep yesterday afternoon, but yesterday evening. Obviously it's quite difficult to go to sleep during the day. So yeah, I'm starting to feel it a bit now, so I'll be glad to get this one delivered. Go and have a rest in my hotel room. Have a proper night's sleep tonight. Get these last few loads in to finish this week off. See Wednesday tomorrow, midweek. I think I can head back to the UK for a break, some time with my family and stuff. Another long old uphill section. Plenty of hills here in Canada, up and down. Right, what we got there coming up on the sat nav? Is the road going to narrow to a two-lane road? Right, I think that's what that's indicating. They're showing. We need to get across. Or did I see the old low fuel warning there? Blimey. The traffic now going from 2-lane down to a 1-lane. Is that one of them police cars sneaked in front of us there? Yeah, what was I saying? I see the low fuel. She gave us a truck with just enough fuel to get there. Well, that's alright, quite a lot of cars have turned off down that road. Right, what have we got now? Another uphill section. Oh, great. This is helpful after being slow at the bottom. It's a bit of a long old drag, I think. So it looks like we're turning up here. This could well be our... oh, hello. This could well be us to go down to Iroquois Falls. Pretty simple. Get off the main drag there, head down into the town. I think we're going the other side of town. Zoom the sat nav in. I think it's right the other side of town. I think it's a petrol refinery. Negotiate our way through the town. It's relatively quiet, which is nice. Please stay green. Please stay green. Come on, let's go. Yeah, nice. Obviously, watch the speed in town. I read. Oh no, it's changed. Come on, let's go. Few vehicles and trucks around in this town. Pretty quiet though. going? Straight on, possibly, at this junction. Oh, red light, blow. Straight on, big oil refinery. So that's alright, a few more minutes and then we can get this load delivered and finished. Get the paperwork signed up and then I can venture out into the snow, try and find my motel room. Right, so where are we going? This looks like quite a big place. No security or anybody to ask, great. Straight on by the looks of it. Right, okay, so it looks like they want us straight ahead, which is nice and simple. Between these two support legs. That's a nice simple end to the day, can't complain at that. Drive straight in. That's about it. That looks good to me. Nice. I think we'll have that. Just get everything shut down. And what is it, about 11:30, so that's not too bad a time to finish. So yeah, that was pretty eventful journey today. Had a bit of everything. So I hope you enjoyed that and you'll join me next time. So I'll see you later. Bye. Well, that's it for today. We have made it to our destination and delivered the load in one piece. So all good there. I hope you enjoyed the video and will join me next time. And of course, please subscribe, like and comment. Have a nice day wherever you are, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.